Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. Today we're getting into social work education and how we can equip the next generation of social workers for a future where AI is playing a bigger and bigger role. As AI is used in more and more sectors, including healthcare and social services, it's really important that social work students understand its implications. We're not just talking about using AI tools, it's about understanding the ethical considerations, potential biases, and the impact these technologies have on wider society. So how can we as social work educators give our students this essential knowledge? In this video, I'm going to break down some key areas to help you explore this topic further. AI algorithms learn from massive datasets, and these datasets can contain the same biases that exist in society. This means that AI systems designed to predict, say, the risk of child neglect could unintentionally continue discrimination against certain groups. It's like that saying, garbage in, garbage out. If the data is biased, then AI's output will be biased too. Social work educators need to teach students how to critically evaluate the data that's used to train AI systems and be aware of the potential for algorithmic bias. Here's an example. Let's imagine an algorithm is being used in child welfare services to predict the risk of a child being removed from their home. The algorithm is trained on historical data from case files, which might include information about the family's socioeconomic status, neighbourhood, history of substance abuse, and involvement with law enforcement. However, if this historical data reflects systemic biases, for example, if families from certain racial or ethnic backgrounds were disproportionately targeted for child removal in the past, the algorithm could learn and perpetuate these biases, leading to unfair outcomes in the present. So really, future social workers should ask questions like, where did this data come from? Does it represent the people it's being used to assess? Could there be hidden biases within the data that could result in unfair outcomes? Okay, up next, algorithmic literacy. This doesn't mean everyone needs to become a coding expert, but it does mean understanding the basics of how algorithms work, what they're good at, and what their limitations are. So let's visualize an algorithm as a recipe. It takes a set of inputs, like ingredients, and follows a set of instructions, the recipe steps to produce an output, the final dish. In an AI system, the inputs are data points, the instructions are mathematical calculations and decision rules, and the output is a prediction or recommendation. Let's go back to our child welfare example. The algorithm might consider factors like income level, housing stability, history of mental health issues, and reports of domestic abuse to predict the likelihood of child removal. It assigns weights to each factor based on its statistical correlation with past cases. For example, the history of domestic abuse might be given a higher weight than a low income level, as it's statistically more likely to result in child removal based on past data. The algorithm then combines these weighted factors to generate a risk score for each family. Students need to understand that the algorithm, even with the best of intentions, may not always consider the unique aspects of every family's situation. So students should be able to interpret the results of AI tools. What are the main things influencing the algorithm's recommendations? Know when to question the AI's advice. Are there human factors the algorithm might be overlooking? Stand up for their clients. If an AI-based decision appears unfair, how can social workers challenge it? AI isn't just a tool, it's changing society in significant ways. Social work students need to think about the broader effects of AI, both good and bad. We've already touched on algorithmic bias, but let's look at some other key challenges AI poses to social justice and human rights. A major concern is data and algorithmic injustice. AI systems are often trained on data that doesn't represent everyone equally. Certain groups like minority populations, younger individuals, and those living in poverty may be underrepresented or misrepresented in the data. This can lead to AI systems that perpetuate existing inequalities and further marginalize these groups. Imagine an algorithm designed to allocate housing assistance. If the training data primarily reflects patterns of discrimination against a particular minority group, the algorithm might learn to unfairly disadvantage applicants from that group, even if that wasn't the intention. So social workers need to understand how AI can exacerbate the digital divide. Those who lack access to technology, digital literacy skills, or reliable internet connectivity are at risk of being left behind in an increasingly AI-driven world. And this could limit their access to essential services and opportunities, further widening existing social and economic gaps. Another big issue is the potential for dehumanization. Social work is all about human connection, empathy, relationships, and understanding the unique circumstances of each individual. While AI can help with tasks like data analysis and risk assessment, it can't replace the human element that's crucial to effective social work practice. Imagine a scenario where AI chatbots are used to provide mental health support. While this might increase access to some level of support, it also raises concerns about whether service users would receive the same level of empathy and understanding they would get from a human social worker. We would need to be careful that AI doesn't become a substitute for genuine human interaction and care. And of course, we can't forget about the impact on the social work profession itself. As AI becomes more sophisticated, it's likely to automate some tasks that social workers currently perform. This could lead to job displacement and require the profession to adapt and evolve. Social workers might need to develop new skills and specializations to work effectively alongside AI systems and focus on areas where human skills are irreplaceable. Alright, so how do we bring all of this into the classroom? Well, it's crucial to equip social workers with the knowledge and skills to navigate these challenges and ensure that AI is used ethically and responsibly in their field. Here are a few ideas to get you started. Incorporate specific modules into the curriculum addressing AI ethics, data science, and the societal impact of AI. These modules could cover, for example, the fundamental concepts of AI. Well, what is AI? How does it work? What are the different types of AI and the applications in social work? Data ethics. How to identify and mitigate bias in data used to train AI systems. How to ensure data privacy and security. Algorithmic literacy. Understanding how algorithms are designed and the factors that influence the decision-making processes. Developing skills to interpret and critically evaluate the outputs of AI tools. Human rights and social justice implications of AI. Analysing how AI can perpetuate or challenge existing inequalities. Exploring strategies to promote equity and inclusion in AI development and deployment. The future of social work in an AI-driven world. Discussing the potential impact of AI on social work roles and tasks. Identifying the emerging skills and specialisations of social workers in the age of AI. Case studies. Use real-world examples to illustrate the ethical challenges and potential biases associated with AI in social work. This could include examining instances of algorithmic bias, cases where AI systems have produced unfair or discriminatory outcomes, the use of AI in child welfare, analysing the benefits and risks of using predictive analytics to assess child neglect or abuse risk, discussing the ethical implications of relying on algorithms for such sensitive decisions, AI-powered mental health chatbots, evaluating the potential for dehumanization and the importance of human connection in mental health support. Guest speakers. Invite experts from fields like AI development, data science, technology ethics, and human rights law to share their perspectives and engage in discussions with students. This will expose students to a broader range of viewpoints and foster the really critical thinking skills about AI. Simulation exercises. Create interactive simulations where students can practice making decisions in realistic social work scenarios that involve AI. For example, a simulation could present students with a case file and an AI-generated risk assessment. Students could then analyse the factors influencing the AI's assessment, identify potential biases or limitations in the AI's output, consider additional factors that the AI might not have accounted for, make a final decision about the case, justifying their reasoning. Field placements in AI-integrated settings offer students opportunities to gain practical experience in social work settings that are already utilising AI technologies. This will allow them to observe firsthand how AI is being used in practice and the challenges and opportunities that it presents. Well, that's it for today, friends. We've really only just dipped our toes into this complex and ever-changing topic. But I hope this video has given you some things to consider about the importance of teaching AI in social work. By giving future social workers the knowledge and critical thinking skills they need to navigate the AI world, we can make sure that these powerful technologies are used to create a fairer and more equal society. As always, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this subject. Please do drop a comment below and let me know what you think about the future of AI in social work. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any future content. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.